What's up, guys? Wes back with Auto Mafia Racing, and today we are talking about this car being Sarah's car. It is an S550 and it's another turbo V6. We'll do our quick little walk around of it. This thing is slammed and it is static, guys. And yep, we did another hood dump. And yes, she is missing a couple things. She's missing that because she still has it, and she's missing her turbo blanket because she still has it. But we did a bunch of stuff to this car, installed the turbo kit, and we're getting ready to dyno it. I'm pretty excited. Hood dumps are fun. Mainly, I really love the noise they make. They just sound so absolutely amazing. This thing is low. It's manual transmission. It's basically, it's not a copy of Alex's car. That's the other blue S550 with the hood dump, but a lot of things are similar, obviously. Now we're running the 6766 turbo, which comes on basically every kit on this car. Manual transmission. We did our twin disc clutch install on this car as well. Like I said, manual, hood dump, what's not to love? So I'm loading the tune right now. We're gonna get a first start up on it. Should sound amazing. Let's do it. So one thing cool, guys, that is different is this car is actually running a SCT Livewire TS Plus. Reason behind that is she had a GTX device, and if you've ever messed with those, they seem to die a lot. So SCT, we called SCT, sent them that device because we were on the phone with them. It wasn't working. It would just not connect to the car. Flat refused to. So once we got through that portion, they're like, I'll send it back, and they sent us a new Livewire TS Plus. So it's brand new, and hopefully we don't have any issues with it. So far, it immediately connected to the car and is working great. I'm actually a big fan of this so far, not gonna lie. I will probably list it on the website now because it's better than the BDX, it's better than the X4. It seems to be a little faster. The touchscreen is really cool, and it connects well. It connects fast. And the screen is better. That's a big thing. The screen is better, so you can read data a lot better. So much nicer for like if I'm on the dyno and I want to read data. I'm not having to necessarily watch everything. But yes, it's pretty nice. Look, you can also do like a rear view camera setup on it, which is pretty cool. And a couple other things. It looks like it has an onboard SD card, like a micro SD card that you could use. I haven't messed with it very much. This is the first one I've actually seen in person, I believe. Might have tuned a car that had one, but we didn't mess with it very much. Yeah, I'm gonna play with this, and then we're gonna start breaking in Sarah's clutch after we get the idle tune done, because we're gonna get the idle tune on, make sure everything's Gucci, make it so it's safe, and then we'll just go drive it around for a couple 100 miles for her, get the clutch broken in before we do some watt hits on the dyno, because you don't want to just throw a clutch in and go do watt hits on the dyno. Not 100%. We gotta get all the system bled and everything and make sure everything's good, and it should be. We've done all the bleeding and everything like that, but you still want to break in that clutch. So we're gonna do our best to get it broken in before we hit the dyno. So it's gonna be quite a few miles driving it with a hood dump. Should be pretty freaking awesome. I'm excited. About halfway done right now loading the tune. We'll come back and see if we can make some vroom vroom pop and some brap noises. Oh, because we also installed an N2MB watt box. We did so many things with this car, I just can't remember, guys. So many things. But we installed a watt box, so you know what that means. Fireballs out the hood. There we go, guys. First startup. Idling. Spinning away. Sounds so mean. All right, so we got her running. We got Zach in here doing some tuning magic, and we got the watt box set up. Should we give him just a second on the watt box, Zach? All right. You didn't put your foot all the way to the floor? There it is. All right, guys, we're just doing a driving log. Got the AC on, blowing cold, which is a miracle in an S550. It's working. Zach's loving AC, and it's nice. How's it cruising? Good. Yeah, we're just cruising on 55, 60 miles an hour. I'm not even shouting at all. I'm talking very normally, and we have a hood dump.
Yeah, it's surprisingly quiet.
Yeah, I mean, if we roll down a window, then it's loud, and then you can hear it. But now you don't hear it, so it's kind of awesome. I love hood dumps.
And I'm not even in the highest gear.
Yeah, you're in 5th.
I'm in 5th. It could be in 6th.
Yeah, we could roll down into 6 and even drop it even more. Because yeah, we're at like 2,500 RPM. You just drop it into 6 and it would be at like 2. and it's almost silent. Like, yeah, like put it in 6, and we just be like coasting, and I can barely hear it.
No,
It's
quiet.
so quiet. Like, we had to turn the air conditioning down because the air conditioning was louder than the exhaust. Gotta love it. Turbo muffler. We're gonna get some miles on this thing, do a bunch of shifts, and then we'll put it on the dyno, guys, so look forward to that. All right, guys, it is dyno day. We're dynoing everything. So I'm gonna get in Sarah's car. That's the yellow one with our turbski and the hood dump and a piece of stainless wrapped in a rag. It got a little warm. That's to keep the water out of it because it's Florida. And we have like a hurricane or a tropical storm or some crap coming, I don't know. It's not a real hurricane, so we don't really care. But yeah, this thing sounds awesome, so. Let's see what power it makes, and let's turn it up. I love it when air conditioning works. It's so nice, so nice. Because we're just going up, Tommy's raising us up, everything's looking good, car's warming up. This is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Not bad for first part. Alright guys, so we just did a rip. First watt hit we've really done in the car. 7 PSI, we're giving it a couple clicks. Super uber low timing, we're on 93 octane, so we are turning it up and it should be good. So we'll see what she wants to do here. We didn't have any knock. And yeah, we maxed out at like 151 kPa, which is barely over 7 PSI. So hopefully we can get some better, some more boost this time, which I know it will. And we'll keep good timing in it. No knock, we should be able to send it and should easily gain 50, 100 horsepower right here. So let's do it. Well, we did one final, maybe not final run, we did one more run. First run on E85, added a little bit of timing, changed it for E85, and what'd you guys think? She was ripping. She was ripping, but we may have forgot to put the fuse back in again. I'm sorry, Tommy. There's oil all over this car, and now he's got to clean it tomorrow. He's not going to be happy, but he's not here right now. So he'll figure it out tomorrow and he won't be mad. But guess how much power we made? It's pretty good. A little more timing and swapped over. We made 554 horsepower and 569.2 foot-pounds of torque. That's a solid graph. Alrighty guys, so we did one more click on the boost controller and we made 592.6 horsepower and 627 foot-pounds of torque on a V6 Mustang. That's a lot. Like, that's a lot. And this was a clean run. There was no knock, there was nothing. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit to it, break that 600 horsepower mark. Cody's looking at me like I'm insane.
Send it. It's good, man.
He's saying send it. The customer wants 600. We will give her 600 horsepower. Let's do it. Little timing. We'll sprinkle a little timing in. All good. Let's look at this graph. Steady my shaky hand here. 592, 627. Dash a lot of torque. A lot of torques. How did it sound to you guys though?
It sounded great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sounded like it was on a rip, huh?
It did. It sounded like it was on squatted, it was ready to go.
Yeah. Guys, what did I say? The customer wants 600 horsepower. I will give her 600 horsepower. So we gave her 601.5. And we took a little timing out, down a little lower where the torque was just being redonkulous. So we took the torque down to 617. Boost was roughly the same. I mean, it goes in and out just a little bit. It'll vary. Manual boost controllers. Happens. But look at that graph. It's pretty good. This is standard smoothing 1. We had a little issue. I'm going to clean that up right there. It's just a little spike of timing that needs to be taken back out, and then that'll smooth up. But 601, 617, pretty good. Let me throw the other. That was the run before it. Right there where we made 592, 627. So you can see we just brought the torque down a little bit with timing. And then, ironically, the purple was a click lower on the boost controller, and then orange is 93. Kind of crazy how it does that. It's an E85 on boost is dumb. It's so good. C85, we probably would have made 650 because I could have added like 3 degrees of timing. When I tuned Hurricane and we did our final pull, we were doing way more timing than this because we were at the point where adding timing really didn't add any more power. Boosted. It's pretty sick. I was happy with it. But yeah, 601 horsepower, Mafia tuned on the dyno. Don't care what anybody else says. Nobody else was freaking here. They can keep trying to take credit for all the stuff that we do. We're still going to keep pounding them out because, I don't know, this is kit number, I don't know, like 30 something. I've tuned 25 of them. I looked at my sheet when I was in there. I tuned 25 of them myself. There we go. Not bad. Gonna be a ripper. I know she can roll in low 10s. If she doesn't, we're gonna stick Alex in the car because he weighs like 110 pounds soaking wet. That's a weight advantage, and we're gonna send it. So, thanks for watching, guys. Actually, not thanks for watching yet because Sarah's gonna get here on Saturday, and we're gonna have to video her with her experience with the car, because I don't think she's ever driven anything with this much power. She drives like a Dodge Rebel, which is slow, and parts fall off of it when you drive down the road. But this is legitimately 600 horsepower, over 600 foot-pounds of torque, and it makes it for a stupid amount of time. And it rips. 600 horsepower on the street, guys, it's dumb. I know, 1,000 horsepower. Man, nobody's driving 100. Nobody's driving 1,000 horsepower on the street and actually driving it. Because 1,000 horsepower, you're not going to get traction. I don't care who you are, you're not getting traction. 600 horsepower, we're barely going to get traction. Maybe on a roll on a drag radial. On the tires she got on it, some Nittos on some low profile tires. This thing's just going to spin. It's got 355 gears and it's a manual. Spin City. But it's going to be fun. So, look forward to this footage here in a second. Let's check it out. Every time we try and wash the car, huh, Tommy? Every time. It's very wet outside. Just hold it so it sees you. Yes, it sees you. So we're in your face, not mine. I know what this is like.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. So we're gonna do her first rip. She's obviously riding, so she can feel what it's like. We're gonna spin in first and second, and we should grab third. So we'll see which her face looks like when we take this corner here in just a second. It's gonna be good, I'm sure. swap here. We'll pause the video, we'll swap, and we'll let her do some driving. Alrighty guys, so George's gonna take it easy for a little bit so she can get used to it, and then we'll probably do a little roll into it where we got some room. But yeah, first impressions even on the clutch is good.
It's fantastic.
So she's running our Mafia McLeod twin disc clutch. This is we've done a couple of them here in house. It is my favorite setup ever. It feels so good. It's so easy to drive. Let's just go right. Yeah, it's super easy, super soft, and yet it holds 800 horsepower, and I think 800 pounds of torque is what it's rated for. So it's super good. On the road. And roll into it and you're good.
It's clean. That's super clean. That's smooth.
Let's do a real pull here. Ironically, I think this road has more traction than when we took her earlier, so.
These tires are just not it for this much power.
Yeah, they're pretty dead.
It's definitely nutty. It's definitely like more than 1,000% worth it.
It's pretty dumb fast.
It's pretty stupid.
600 horsepower on the street it's not very usable. It's just not on regular tires, not on a slightly moist road. I mean, even in the slightest bit of moisture, it's slightly humid this morning. The road is dry, but it's slightly humid this morning. But at least it's not raining, so she got to drive.
Definitely throwing Mickey's on. I'm stoked that it wasn't raining. I was super worried about it. It's supposed to rain.
Yeah. We're gonna go throw her Mickey Thompson tires on it. We'll adjust some air pressure in them. Maybe even have her do a little bit of a burnout to clean them up so they're not slippery, because that's what you got to do when you first get some Mickeys. Good, nice long burn on them, and then they're good to go. So we'll probably let her do some of that. We'll get some video of it, and then we'll send it with a sticky tire so that we're not just sliding everywhere. Because right now we're ice skating. As soon as boost rips up above 10 psi, the tires just go, no thank you. And yeah, and we spin. And luckily, both Sarah and I are good drivers, so we never really went crooked.
A lot of practice.
Yeah.
Responsible practice.
Yeah, the second gear spins so smooth in this car that it's fairly easy to control.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go swap the tires.
Right.
Look out, puppy! He's like, I wanna go ride.
He really just hopped in there. What's up?
What's up, puppy?